I've been working in the studio since 1984, and being out here in rural New Hampshire on a dirt road on 4 acres has been a very quiet experience and inspiring in the sense that I don't have a lot of interruption. I don't have a lot of white noise in my life, and just to have this natural environment, this beautiful environment, has been, I think, very advantageous for me in terms of having the quietness of mind to actually have inspiration pop up, and then to be able to make it real, to actualize it. I might spend 4 to 6 weeks making a piece, and then a day putting it together. And like I said, that's the exciting part. My inspiration for what I do mainly comes from a desire to find a really pleasing, almost classical form in sculpture. I'm inspired by people like Isamu Noguchi and Henry Moore, and I've actually been quite inspired by my peers. Having lived overseas for 7 years earlier in my life, I was exposed to a number of different cultures. I went to an American school in Athens and graduated from high school there. And a lot of my classmates were different nationalities. So I bring that sense of universality to my work in terms of the symbols I use and the sense of what I'm trying to achieve. It helps people to see their own world in a new light, because glass has such depth, and it just draws your attention in so intensely, and you see new things, you see reflections and refractions, and that's more or less a metaphor for life, that if you can see things differently, if you can see the positive, if you can see the energy exuding from things like glass sculpture, that it makes your life better. It expands your consciousness. So when I'm done with a piece, it's fun and fulfilling when I can look at it and see what properties it has and what I wanted to put into it and how it came out differently from my concept of what it was going to look like, because it always does. It always looks different. Not often really different, but it looks different. And it's like an exploration. It's like when you finally get somewhere that you've been trying to get to, or you've been hiking a mountain, you get to the top. It's sort of like that, and you can say, oh wow, this is what I achieved. This is really cool. What's the importance of making sculpture, of making specifically glass sculpture? And how does that contribute to the betterment of the world? And I've come up with the notion, the answer, that it's very important that glass sculpture, specifically mine, lends a brightness to life. And that if you have one of my pieces in your home, that you're going to look at it and it's going to immediately add some positive nature to where you are at that moment. You can't help it. It just puts a smile on your face. The relevance to sculpture, and in my case specifically glass sculpture, in today's world is that I think it contributes a lot to perspective and consciousness. If you have a piece of mine in your home, When you look at it, you can't help but think that it's a bright spot in your life. I feel extremely grateful to have been able to make this my career, and I'm looking forward to the future, to making even more pieces that are interesting to me, but perhaps novel to the glass sculpture world, to make one-of-a-kind pieces that people can put in their collection and know that they have a piece that I have toiled over and worked hard at to make a success.